Pebbles, it's me, Cockney Dave. Shut up, you know you fucking love me. And welcome back to the All Seasons Funnel on F1 2019. And as you can see, the Hookster is currently in 6th place with 150 World Championship points. And in the vehicle performance comparison chart, he's in third from bottom in his Alfa Romeo racing car. And it's time now to put some more parts onto the car. I don't see what the point is myself because it's almost the end of the season, but the Hookster, he just loves putting parts on his bloody car, he does. Just bloody well loves it. So there you go. Now, if anyone watched the last episode, and not many people did, you can see that his gearbox was absolutely fucked after the end. So we got to put a new one on, which means he's going to have a penalty. So that also means I think he's going to put some more parts onto the car and just start from the back of the grid at Brazil. What a chump. What an absolute chump. But that's what he's going to do. 2 races left to go, and he's going to start at the back of the bloody grid. Well done, Hookster. Well done indeed.
Welcome to qualifying here in Interlagos as the cars are readying up for what's likely to be a very important session. When it comes to getting...
Shut up, Crofty. So, welcome back, everyone, to Brazil. Yes, it's absolutely full of the Irish. It is in Brazil, absolutely full of the bloody Irish. Anyway, let's see what time he's going to put in as he crosses the line. It's going to be crap. We all know it is. It's 5th place, actually. 5th place. That's pretty decent. Hamilton's got pole, though. Yes, the blessed one's got pole. Anyway, a little bit later in the quali, you can see that he's slightly up on his delta time, slightly up. He's dropped down to 6th place now. Hamilton, the lucky bastard, still in first place. But anyway, we cross the line and it's going to put us 5th position now for the Hookster. 5th place for the Hookster. Well done indeed. Anyway, that's it, everyone. Qualifying is now over. And it looks like it's going to be a 5th place for the Hookster. But unfortunately, don't forget, of course, you've got all those penalties to come. So it's going to be last. But he would have been in 5th place. So well done in bloody deed. Hamilton got pole, though. Yeah, Hamilton got pole. The jammy little git. So there you go then. 5th place for the Hookster, which will be last when the race starts. And Kimi Räikkönen got 10th position. Alexander Albon actually got pole in the end. Wowzers.
As surely as the sun rises in the morning, the Brazilian Grand Prix packs out the grandstands and creates incredible drama. Title deciders, heartbreak, triumph and home glory. All these and more can be found in abundance here at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. 2 very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junção into one of the 2 DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. And with me as usual is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to talk to you about Valtteri Bottas. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Alexander Albon will lead us away from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Magnussen, Sainz, Leclerc, Raikkonen, and Lance Stroll, Vettel, Grosjean, Nico Hülkenberg, and Russell. Norris, Kvyat, Devon Butler and Daniel Ricciardo, Weber and the captain. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Thank you, Cockney. Welcome, everyone, to the All Seasons Career Mode as the 5 lights go out and we say go, go, go. And it's away he goes, of course, from last on the grid. Got a Renault off to the right-hand side as we go to turn 1. We got Ricciardo, of course, in our old car directly in front of us. What's he going to do? Is he going to do a dive? Yes, he does. Oh, he's going on the Toro Rosso. He slots in beautifully. But, I say slots in, sort of slots in anyway. Yes, he's got a McLaren off to the right-hand side. There's a collision. There's a warning with Russell. There's a wall. Russell's already up the road. What's going on? Anyway, there you go. Up into 15th position from last on the grid, all ready for Hookster. From the man that never gives up and he never surrenders. Don't you know he's going for 2 cars now? There's contact with the Renault. The Renault, I do believe it's Hülkenberg. Wow, look at this. They are going wheel to wheel and he's got... Oh, what is going on with Nico Hülkenberg there? A little bit of aggression there from Nico Hülkenberg. Smashed into the side of the Hookster. So he had to back off, but this time he's going to dive it down the inside, And no, he's still there off to the inside. It's Nico Hulkenberg, and it's still banging wheels. This is unbelievable. See what is going on? What is going on? Hulkenberg is nowhere in this championship, and they're just clashing. And in front of us now, we've got Grosjean as we finally get past Nico Hulkenberg. Still on the first lap of this Grand Prix in Brazil. We've had some real drama already, of course, with Nico Hulkenberg. But yes, still hold on now to 13th position. Unlucky for some, but hopefully not for the Hookster if he can gain a few more positions in this race, because he has got pace. He's got that brand new gearbox at the back of that car, of course, which is going to give him, a few tenths, I do believe. We've got a few parts wearing on the car, but we're not going to bother replacing anymore because it's almost at the end of the season. Anyway, lap 2 now. Romain Grosjean is now fighting with Sebastian Vettel. In fact, it's a huge cluster in front of us. Huge clusters, about 6 cars in this little gaggle in front. Look at him. Lance Stroll, Grosjean, Vettel, and someone else is in front. Another Ferrari. Oh, and he does that inside of 2 cars. Wowzers me trousers. Audacious move once again for Nookster, and he gets past 2 cars up there to 11th place and chasing Lance Stroll, of course, in the Racing Point car. Yes, the Racing Point car. He's got Charles Leclerc in front of him, and of course our teammate Kimi Räikkönen, as he dives down the inside of Lance Stroll to get through. Yes, slots in beautifully once again, gives a little bit of space. And now he's up into the points. Yes, we are up into the points from last position, don't forget. Only 2 laps have been completed, and we are up into the World Championship points. Still chasing Charles Leclerc, as you can see in the Ferrari, and he's still got Raikkonen in front of him, and there's a McLaren, I do believe, a little bit further up the road. A huge gate, it's Carlos Sainz, a huge gaggle of cars, as you can see. This is the opportunity that Hookster needs, because the cars in front have got to slow down their pace, and that means Hookster can catch up in, of course, our Alfa Romeo car. As once again, Lulu puts in our fastest lap. He's just showing off now, as we cross the line to start lap 3, and we're accelerating forward. Still lap 3. We have managed to catch up to the back of Carlos Sainz now. Carlos Sainz in the McLaren. Let's see if he dives it into this turn. Yes, he does. Beautifully once again for Nookster. Up now into 9th position and still chasing Charles Leclerc, who's still got Kimi Räikkönen, our teammate. Now, there's no team orders. Well, there may have been. We may have instructed Kimi Räikkönen to slow down Charles Leclerc so the Hookster can get past, or we may not have done, because Kimi may have said blur, or something like that. Anyway, yes, he's a man of very few words, is Kimi. Yes, very few words indeed. But anyway, this is still the 3rd lap of the Grand Prix. Just about to start lap 4. Still hold on to 9th. You can see on the straights that actually we lose a little bit of pace there. Yes, there's not that much speed in this car, but in the corners we seem to have a little bit of advantage. As Charles Leclerc now gets past Kimi Räikkönen, we go very, very wide on the exit. We have to gather it up together, do we? Yes. Oh, yes. Beautiful there, Nookster. I think he was a bit unsighted there, just watching the car in front and not paying much attention to where he was actually going on the track. Anyway, this is still lap 4 now as we accelerate forward down to lap 5. We have now got Charles Leclerc directly in front of us, as you can see, and Kimi Räikkönen a little bit way up the road in front as well. Let's see now if we've got the DRS. Yes, we've got the DRS on Leclerc. Are we going to get past? I don't think we are. We're a little bit too far back as Leclerc tries to go for Kimi Räikkönen rarely outside into turn 1. This is going to be very, very audacious indeed. 3 cars in a line. Look at this. We've got Albon now in the Red Bull in 7th position, directly in head of Kimi Räikkönen. Charles Leclerc still in front of us in the mix as well. But let's see what... Oh, Leclerc's going to... Oh, look at that. Kimi Räikkönen blocking off. Oh, they're going all over the place now. They're trying to get past Albon as well. This is going to be very, very tight indeed. I think Kimi Räikkönen gets past Albon. Yes, he does. And let's see. Oh, we're right at the gearbox now of Charles Leclerc. Let's see if we can get past Charlie boy. Let's see if we can dive down inside like we always do. Oh, no, actually covering off the line there. Beautifully. So let's see now if we're now going to dive down on Leclerc. No, actually, the Hookster. Oh, no, he did try it. He stuck his nose in there where it clearly didn't belong and almost got it cut off. But yes, he manages to hold it together as we accelerate forward to lap 6. Charles Leclerc has now got past Alexander Albon. As you can see, he's dropped down to 8th position, which is just the opportunity the Hookster needs under DRS to try and get past Alexander Albon. He dives down inside to a little fake move there for the Hookster, and does he get past? Yes, I think he does. Oh, fantastic. Up now to 8th position, and still chasing Charles Leclerc on lap 7 now of this Grand Prix. So we accelerate forward out to lap 9, still chasing Charles Leclerc, still in 8th position. Sebastian Vettel is now the car behind us in 9th place. Can we get past Charlie boy? Can we get past? Well, we'll find out soon, but very, very soon we're going to come in for our pit stop. Just going past the pits now. A couple of cars have come into the pits. I think the leaders come in, Lewis Hamilton That's gained us a few net positions. Yes, up into 6th position now. We gain a little bit of ground, as you can see, on Charles Leclerc. And a very unusual line there for Nookster. Very, very unusual line indeed. And we've made it up into 5th place, still chasing Charles Leclerc in, of course, the Ferrari car. But can we get past him? Can we get past him? Well, we'll find out any minute now. Any minute now, as we're about to go through this sort of slightly complicated section at the Brazilian circuit. So let's see if... Oh, look at this, though. A car's come out of the pits, and I think it's one of the Mercedes. I think that may be Lewis. Yes, it's Lewis Hamilton. This is going to get very dodgy, because now we've got to try and get past Leclerc, and we've got to try and defend against Lewis Hamilton, who's directly behind us as we accelerate forward out to lap 10. Yes, lap 10. And I think it's time for us to come in for our pit stop now. Yes, in we come. Oh, no! Just as we come into the pits, we get the message to say our teammate has come in. This is disastrous. Is Kimi going to get out before we come in? I don't know. I think this could be a disastrous stop. I think... No, Kimi's only just come in. No, Kimi's only just come in. We're going to have to rack and stack it. No, I don't believe it. The team's not ready. This is absolute disaster. We come in no fast. And look, they're just not ready. They haven't even changed the tyres yet. And cars are... Oh, we're getting held in the pits as well, just for good measure. Look at this. We just managed to get ahead of the Williams there, I do believe that was. And we're going to rejoin the race in 12th position. What a disastrous stop that was. There was nothing we could do. We'd already come into the pits, though, when we got that little message saying that Kimi had come in. So yes, a little bit of team communication, not very good there, not very good indeed, as we rejoin now on lap 11 in 12th position at the moment. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 11, as you can see, just going past the pits. Thankfully more cars have come in for their pit stop, so we should get back into the World Championship points now, hopefully 11th. Come on, any advancement on 11th. Don't forget, of course, it's a very complicated pit exit at Brazil. So yes, we have gone up into 9th place now. Well, I'll tell you what, after that disastrous pit stop, I think I will take 9th place any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Yes, indeedy. Anyway, we accelerate forward to lap 14, still in 9th position at the moment for Nookster. No change apart from the fact that Perez in the racing point is now ahead of us and Lance Stroll is now behind us. So we're in the middle of a racing point sandwich. Well, I say that, in fact, Lance Stroll is quite a way behind us, as you can see, quite a way, 2.3 seconds in fact. So it's looking good for some World Championship points as we accelerate forward to lap 18. It's the last lap of the race, everyone. And it does look like we are going to finish in the points, which is going to be great news considering, oh God, apparently our DRS has failed, but we don't need it. We don't need it on the last lap, so it's all good. It's all good. We're just about to finish the final segment of this Grand Prix, and Lewis Hamilton has won the race. Lulu's won it. Well done, Lulu. Well done indeed. And it does look like we're going to cross the line in 9th position, so yes, we did get some World Championship points. Despite all that was going on in that race, we had to start from the back, of course, because we had penalties, gearbox penalties, and we decided to put a new ICE on the car as well, because we don't want to end up like Lewis Hamilton in 2021. As you can see, we've still got some parts wearing, but we'll just brush over that and carry on going as we're about to cross the line now and complete the race in 9th position. So well done, Hookster. Well done indeed. Fantastic. Yep, I'm well happy with that, considering what happened in the pit stop and starting from the back. I will take that any day of the week. And there's Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name Sarah Connor? No, it's Simon. I keep telling you it's Simon every week, but you don't listen. You don't listen. There's Lewis Hamilton, who won the race. Look at him. Look at him. And there's the team mechanics at Mercedes. And Alex Gillian, F1 YouTuber, is in the background doing his part-time work at Mercedes. Well done, Alex. Such a busy boy. He really is. Yes, such a busy boy. Streams on Facebook Gaming and finds time to be a mechanic for Mercedes as well. And there you go then. Onto the top step goes Lewis Hamilton. Well done, Lulu. I think he may have won this championship. I think he may have won it. Not yet, though. I think it's going to go down to the wire to the final round at Abu Dhabi. Anyway, it's time for the champagne to go over, everyone. Look at it. Look at it. Fantastic. Good result for the Mercedes duo there. Good result indeed. They get the maximum points. Okay, let's go to the points now and see where we are. As you can see now, Valtteri Bottas is currently in the lead. 6 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton, in fact, as we go into the final round. Hookster is in 6th place with 152 World Championship points, still splitting both those Red Bull cars. And we are 4th in the Constructors. Okay then, it's time to move on to the next round, or should I say the final round. There are the points at the moment. 6 points between Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton. Well, this is exciting. Anyway, before we continue, it's time to go out in one of those classic cars from yesteryear. Yes, it's the 1998 McLaren, the all-conquering 1998 McLaren. Adrian Newey, who was working for Williams in 1997, actually quit Williams at the beginning of 1997 after he'd developed the car at Williams. He just left. And then he went straight to McLaren, in secret I have to say, for quite a few months, and started work on this car. And when it came out of the gates, it was absolutely unbeatable. It really was. So there you go then. And we have passed our challenge as well, and we beat Lando Norris. Fantastic. So onwards and upwards then. As you can see, we've got a little performance update to say that we're still third from the bottom. And this, of course, is going to be our last race for the Alfa Romeo Racing before we move on. Yes, we're going to move on to Season 2 and in a new team. And we're going to bolt some more parts onto the car.
Here we are at the beautiful Yas Island circuit where qualifying is about to begin. So sit back, relax and enjoy the action.
So here we are then, the traditional final round at Abu Dhabi. Let's see what time the hoster can put in as he's about to cross the line for his first qualifying run. And it's across the line he goes, and it's second place at the moment, 0.726 behind Lando Norris, who's currently in pole position. Anyway, a little bit later to qualifying, you can see that we are up on our delta time, but we have dropped down, unfortunately, to 16th position. Yes, 16th place. So we are going to improve on this. Let's see how much we improve by as we're about to cross the line. And it's going to be... oh, bloody hell. 8th place. Well done, Hookster. 8th place in our Alfa Romeo. This is looking good. As we accelerate forward now, qualifying is almost completed. Almost completed. We are slightly up on the delta. We have dropped down to 10th position, but we may get up into that 8th place once again. So we're about to cross the line. Let's have a look and see if we do improve on 10th place as we cross the line. And I don't think we did. I don't think we did. Anyway, qualifying is now over. So no, we've actually dropped down to 11th place as we're about to cross the line now. So it's going to be 11th place or worse for the race. And it is 11th position. Fantastic. So there you go then. 11th for us, 12th for Kimi Raikkonen. Lulu is on pole position. Okay then, let's do this.
So here we are, ready to go racing for one final time this year. Another season of victories, controversies and rivalries lies in our wake. And just one challenge remains here in the United Arab Emirates on a circuit that made its spectacular debut back in 2009. Welcome to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Island circuit through 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass, with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed and plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, it's looking a bit cold out there if I'm honest. These tyres have quite a narrow operating window in terms of the temperatures they need to extract the best grip. So with a cold track surface, it's going to be harder to keep those temperatures up, which will lead to lower grip and maybe more mistakes.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Bottas, Charles Leclerc and Albon, Weber, Perez, Magnussen and the captain, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Devon Butler and Kvyat, Stroll, Ricciardo, Nico Hülkenberg and Lando Norris. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Sainz and George Russell ends our grid lineup, and with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So it's time for the end of Season 1 of the All Seasons on F1 2019 as we say go, go, go as the 5 lights go out once more, and it is away we go. 10th position start for Hookster. Great start off the line. Perez in front of us as we go to turn 1. Albon. We got Weber in the mix as well, and he's very, very cautiously into that turn as you can see. Very good driving there for Hookster. He just took his time and decided to see exactly what the other cars were going to do, but this time he's going to do a sort of dive into the next turn. We just know he's going to do it. We just know he's going to do it. He's going to try and get past Weber. Let's see. Yes, he does. And he does get past Webber, slots in beautifully there in between. Oh, I say beautifully. Little bit of contact for the Youngster and Webber. But he's now up into 8th position already on the first lap of this Grand Prix and chasing Sergio Perez. Now, of course, there's no DRS at the moment, so he's just got to see if he can get into the back of the slipstream of the Racing Point in front and try and do a move as we brake very, very hard in this next section. Yes, there he goes. He looks out to the left-hand side and brakes very, very hard and does it. Yes, he does do it. Fantastic. Up into 7th position now for Youngster, and our next target is once again Alexander Albon in that Red Bull, who's fighting like crazy with both these Ferraris in front. Yes, it's Leclerc and of course Carlos Sainz. As you can see, they are fighting away. The Hookster is hoping that they'll all take each other out and then he can just sail past and get 3 World Championship positions out of this race. But at the moment they're still battling. There's Albon still in the mix. Vettel is just in front. Leclerc is just in front of Sebastian Vettel. The Hookster, is he going to do it? No. Very good driving for Hookster. Once again, he's taken a measured approach to this race. He could just barnstorm into it, of course, but you know, if he loses his wing, it's going to be the end of the race. And he wants to get as many points as he can before the end of this season to say that, you know, he's had a good season in this half a season of the Alfa Romeo car. So it's very, very sensible driving, I think, from the Hookster, who's about to complete lap 1 and start lap 2 of this Grand Prix. Still chasing Alexander Albon in the Red Bull as we accelerate forward to lap 3. Yes, DRS has now been enabled, and we're now going to see if we can dive it down the inside of Alexander Albon. Yes, we do. No, we don't. He's still now off to the right-hand side. We're going to have to see if we can bung it down the inside in the next turn. But no, the Hookster actually backed out of that manoeuvre because he thought that there could be a little bit of a collision there. So he's very, very sensibly, he's staying in 7th position as we accelerate forward out of lap 4. Yes, the cars in front are still fighting like crazy with each other. Albon, Vettel and Leclerc, and the Hookster is like a killer shark just waiting to pounce, and there he does. He pounces on Albon, but Albon's still there off to the inside line. But I think he's going to see if he can run it round the outside of Alexander Albon, and I think he's done it. Yes, he has done it. Up now into 6th position on lap 4 of this Grand Prix as we accelerate forward out to lap 6. Hookster still in 6th place, still chasing Charles Leclerc, who is still chasing his teammate Sebastian Vettel as we go through that little S section at the gorgeous Abu Dhabi circuit underneath the floodlights. You can see it's just starting to get dark now, and we are putting the moves on Charles Leclerc, and yes, he sort of backed out of that manoeuvre. But anyway, we're up now to 5th position and chasing Sebastian Vettel in, of course, the sister Ferraris. We accelerate forward at lap 6. One of the Ferraris just got into the pits, as you can see, so we're going to gain a few positions here, few net positions. I think one of the Mercedes as well. So we're up now. Oh, bloody hell. We're up into 2nd place, everyone. Yes, 2nd position on lap 7. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 7, I think it's time for Hookster to come in for his pit stop. Yes, so in comes Hookster. We're going to change off these soft tyres onto the harder tyres, of course. Standard strategy for a 25% race. Yes, soft to hard. That's what we do around here. Now, hopefully we're not going to get held up in the pits. There's lots of teams out, as you can see, but there's our team. They almost run over a Racing Point mechanic there. That could have been a disaster. Anyway, that was bloody close as well. Anyway, the hard tyres have now gone on, or should I say the medium tyres, for the rest of this stint. We're going to rejoin at the moment in 5th place, but don't take that as gospel, because it's a very, very funny pit entrance, like it is at Brazil, really. But we do rejoin in 5th place. Yes, we do rejoin in 5th place, just ahead of Sergio Perez on lap 8 as we accelerate forward to lap 9. As you can see, no change in the positions. We still hold on to 5th at the moment. Sergio Perez still behind us, 1.1 seconds behind us, and the gap to Vettel, unfortunately, is over 6 seconds. So I don't think we're going to gain any ground with just 4 more laps to go as we accelerate forward to lap 12. Yes, no more changes now in the positions, except for Verstappen. He's somehow got into 4th place, or should I say he's dropped down to 4th position, and Perez is still in 6th behind us on lap 12 now, with just a few more laps left of this Grand Prix left. So we accelerate forward to lap 14. It's the last lap of the race, everyone. And it looks like the Hookster is going to finish his season with the Alfa Romeo with a 5th place finish. Oh my goodness, as I say, Sergio Perez, he's got the DRS, of course, on us, and he's going down the outside, but I think we're going to brake really, really hard and get the place back. Yes, we do. Can we hold it together, though? Oh, dicey, but yes, superb there, Hookster. So that's it then, end of the race, just going through these final corners now, and Lewis Hamilton has won the race, and I do believe that could be the championship as well. I think Lewis Hamilton has indeed won the championship. We will find out in a few moments. We're just going through the final corners of the gorgeous circuit at Abu Dhabi 5th place for us is going to be our finish. Verstappen's going to finish ahead of us in 4th position, and Weber now is going to finish behind us, of course, our old F2 teammate, if you can remember, all the way back to the first episode of this series, which was about 10 weeks ago now. Yes, 10 weeks ago. Anyway, we cross the line in 5th place. Fantastic. Well done to the Hookster there. So that's it for our tenure with Alfa Romeo. It's all over. We say au revoir. And yes, indeed, Lewis Hamilton has won the World Championship. Is this a little bit of foreshadowing for 2021? Well, we will find out that answer in a few weeks' time. But for us now, it's once again Toto Wolff time. Toto Wolff time, as he congratulates his team mechanics, or should I say his team what's-its on the pit wall, on the Pratt perch as they call it. Yes, on the Pratt perch. And there is Lewis Hamilton, and there are once again the Mercedes team mechanics. Yes, Alex Gillian once again filling in for someone who's obviously off sick or something. Yes, Max Verstappen finished in 4th place, just ahead of us in fact. And there he is, there's Lulu, world champion for the first season of the F1 2019 all seasons career. Well done to Lewis. Well done indeed. But will the Hookster be world champion next season? Or will you have to wait until season number 3? We will find out, of course, later on. So there's the final standings then. Lewis Hamilton won it by just 2 points over Valtteri Bottas. We finished the season in a very respectable 6th place with 162 World Championship points. Well done indeed. And we finished 4th in the Constructors. Wow.
Nice job this season. You've been performing well, and that's putting us in a strong negotiating position contract-wise. Plus, my 10%'s getting more valuable. So enjoy your break, and keep up the good work next year.
Wow, I love being called to MZ's office. Makes me go all fuzzy. Yes, it does. Anyway, we are going to change teams. Now, normally I would go up 2 teams. So that means we go to Racing Point. But I want to give us a real fighting chance for next season. So we are going to go to... Drum roll, please. We're going to go to McLaren. Yes, we're going to go to McLaren. It's the sensible choice for Season 2 of the All Seasons. And then we can really start our campaign to try and win the championship. Hopefully, maybe by the end of Season 2, but I think it may be a Season 3. We're going to leave everything as it is, I do believe. Yeah, first driver, medium. I think we're going to up this because we've got quite a bit of contract value in our pocket. So we're going to see if we can put all this up to maximum levels, which should help us, of course, next season. Let's see if it is going to help us. And are we going to be okay with the contract? And yes, we are. In fact, we undersold ourselves a little tiny bit there, but it's all good. It's all good. So there you go then. We are driving for McLaren next season on the All Seasons on F1 2019. Wowzers me trousers. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. It's been a very, very good season, I do believe, of the first season. We started, of course, with the Williams car, and then we graduated onto the Alfa Romeo. And there's the final point standings, and all the races as well. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and as always, yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later.